Big up to everyone. Thank you so much for being part of the family right here. This is not actually a Winnie Unity Sports studio, so I don't know how to put it. I'm always on a Winnie Unity Sports studio, but it's all the same with this studio as well. There's something that we want to talk about right here. About Ghana Black Stars. Ghana Black Stars today game. I've seen a lot of people complaining everywhere on social media why the coach have to use these players and why the coach is going there defending, why you have to lose against Japan, Japanese team, not the team that have to beat Ghana. The players do not perform well, the coach is not the coach. One thing I basically notice about Ghanaians, some Ghanaians are people that when they have something, they don't see the value of what they have. Till they lose that thing and they bring something new and they realize that what they had before was even much more better than what they have now. That's the mentality of a typical some Ghanaians. Why am I saying this? If you are talking about the Japanese team, I'm not saying that the team that we have or we took to that two friendly matches, the players are too bad. No, but lack of playing together, lack of consistency in the team, those players, 90% or let's say 70 to 80% of them are new. And the problem I have with some Ghanaians that are came out criticizing the coach, criticizing the players that, oh, they are not well, the coach is this and that. Why you didn't use your best players? This is the time that you can get to know player. This is the time that you can get your best 11. Building a team is not about your best 11, but it is about the team. Putting that aside, we are the same Ghanaians that always complaining that, well, the coach, when you call some players to the national team, you are not giving them a chance to play and you're always using one way. You're always using these players. We are tired with these players. Why you call local players and you are not using them? Why you call player from this club and you are not using them? So where do you want the coach to use the players that you're always complaining about? This is the friendly match, and this is the friendly match the coach have to use to able to identify that this player is good enough for the World Cup, for the big stage. And when we're talking about to have a good player, it is not about winning a game. If a player is a very good, the moment you give pass to that player, a coach that is very observant, the way the player going to break ball, the way the player going to give pass, will make the coach know that this player is good to be part of the national team. Why Callum Yanchi, or how they call him, the guy that play in Denmark, why he been part of Ghana Black Stars? Because of that game against, I think, Trinidad and Tobago in the Unity Cup. Why Christopher Bonsuba, who play in Saudi Pro League, but still have chance in Ghana Black Stars all the time, based on that game. So this is a friendly match Ghana have to use to monitor players and also to give chance to players that normally don't have chance in the Ghana national team. You cannot use player to try players in a World Cup, and this is the tournament, or this is a friendly matches you have to use to know the players. So the way a lot of Ghanaians, mind you, this Japanese team, they have played together more than 5 to 6 years. It is the same team that beat Germany at the World Cup. This coach, do you know how many years the Japanese coach been in the national team? They failed so many times, but the Japanese FA, they decide to keep the coach. That is why the coach now performing. It is the same coach, it is the same lineup, or the same players that they used to beat Brazil. They beat Brazil last month. All Brazilian stars, they was there. But the Japanese team beat Brazil last month, the same friendly match, by 3-2. Go and check it out there. And Brazil used their best 11 with their new coach, former Real Madrid coach. Go and check it out there. So some of you, we should be giving credit to Black Stars team conceding only 2 goals because they have never played together. To become successful, most of you that talking about it, there are some certain things that you even plan in your life that this is what you want to achieve. Last 2024, you plan yourself that you want to achieve something in 2025. Tell me, did you able to fulfill that promise you promised yourself? The answer is no. Meaning life is not easy. To achieve something, it is not easy. It is about patience. It is about time. Sometimes you don't just know what Ghanaians want. We are the ones that are always complaining. You see, there's something that we need to understand as a Ghanaian. There's something we need to understand as a football fans. One, things that we don't need to always put in so much to the coach. Number one is that, oh, you call this local player, you should give them a chance. National team is not just about when they get to a World Cup, you are demonstrating that they should give some players a chance. No. So they should give some players a chance simply because they play Ghana Premier League. No. Are they deserve to be in certain lineup? Are they deserve to win matches for Ghana? Can they do it? If the answer is no, and you are just pushing the coach to use them simply because they play Ghana Premier League so that you can sell your league. And if the coach doesn't win games, you are the same person who will come and blame the coach that, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? We are always complaining that the coach is not giving some players the chance. And a coach cannot give players chance when you are playing African Cup of Nations qualifiers or African Cup of Nations tournament or World Cup qualifiers or World Cup proper tournament. And so this is a friendly match the coach need to use to give different players a chance to start the game so that the coach can able to know that, okay, these players, they deserve to be part of the national team. I'm seeing so many people, and most of the people that always come on social media, oh, this person is not a coach and this person doesn't know what he's doing. When you meet them in real life, their own personal life that they need to find a way to build something in their life. They have failed for so many years, for so many years. And when you meet them in real life, you realize that something that they're supposed to build in their own life, they fail to do it. But when they come to social media and the coach is not good and the coach is bad and the training count and this, you that do not even play football before, you have no any lances, B or C or whatever. You feel like you know everything about football more than someone who played for football for so many years, who have certificate to prove. Vincent Kompany, I spoke about it. Vincent Kompany won relegation with Burnley in the English Premier League. But Bayern Munich took a risk to give him the job of the big club, if not one of the biggest club in Europe. It is among or maybe two or three or four. Give him the platform. Last season, things didn't go according to the plan for them. But even they end up winning the Bundesliga. This season, unbeaten so far. Ghanaians, we like so much pocket, like, I don't know, we love so much negative things. Everything is not good for us unless the moment, I remember when Chris Hughton was not the Ghana Black Stars coach, I noticed all these so-called Ghana journalists, and sometimes they will just come on radio to talk about things without doing research. How many times you see most of our journalists on radio, on TV, coming out and putting proof that this is research I do about this. It is about they say, and criticizing, and so the Black Stars team, they did very well. And this is the time the coach need to use these players to get what he wants. This is the time he need to give platform to other players to see what they can do. And you that watching me, I knew that you are the same person always complaining that the coach is not giving some players the chance. Oh my goodness. Someone was saying that, oh, many years ago, coaching job was not easy, but now this modern world, because of technology and whatever, coaching job is much more easy. It is not easy now. Before, coaching job, in my opinion, I think before was much more easier than now. Why? Before there was not anything like a social media. So whatever player the coach invite to the national team, nobody was back even 2006. Who was complaining about this player is not performing? No one, because there is nothing like a social media. You have to check everywhere to know everything about every player. But now that social media, everybody is checking the players. So if the coach doesn't do the job well, everybody know that this player is performing out there. Why he didn't call? Why he didn't call that player? But before it wasn't like that. Now coaching job becoming the most difficult thing in the planet. Every job in this world, because everybody are so emotional about bring this player, bring that player, and no matter what the coach try to bring a player that I'm talking about, you are talking about, the whole Ghanaian will not sacrifice. Everybody will come out and say why this player wasn't there. So listen, this Japanese team, look at the qualifiers. Egypt lost. Egypt, Mohamed Salah and all most of their players they play against Azerbaijan, never qualified for World Cup before. This is their first time. They beat Egypt in the friendly match 2-0 with their key players are there. You talk about a lot of African countries that play friendly matches today, where they use their best players, but they still lose or they lost their matches. Their friendly matches where they use their best players. But there are people still believe that there is a chance. When you look at the friendly matches that took place earlier today, you notice that most of the countries, African country, look at Sudan, that they stepped Ghana for the AFCON qualifiers. They lost away to Oman. Egypt lost to Uzbekistan. Angola lost at home to Argentina. That is not even a big news. Then Tunisia was losing by 2-1 to Jordan, and Jordan was having red cards before the Tunisia able to beat them 3-2, even their own backyard. So Ghanaians, sometimes take things easy. Life and coaching job, it is not like the way you are guess on social media being so emotionally and this and that. Everybody is talking about Bayern Munich today. Imagine if Ghana went to appoint a coach like Vision Company who took Burnley to relegation. For that same year, do you know what a lot of people are going to talk about? But today, Bayern Munich are getting the result today, based on patience and taking the risk. So I don't see the reason why a lot of people are always thinking that Otto Addo is so bad. Someone that grew up in Germany. I wasn't even born here. But for me, being here in this country, my way of thinking, a way of different and reasoning is very different. Because I have been exposed to so many things, different country, being to this place, being to that place. My way of thinking, way of reasoning is very different. Talking about Otto Addo, who born in Germany, play football in Germany, learn a lot of things, went to coaching courses, have a certificate, been in Borussia Dortmund, and you are coming to tell me that he is not the coach, but you that guess being there today on YouTube because of you guys want to have views, you think that you know football more than that person? Come on, man.